Hey everyone, so sorry if it's hard to hear me. The Forester is back there doing a cold start, obviously. But yeah, I'm just getting ready to go out and run some errands. I'm figuring I'm going to start off by doing a vlog for you guys. But in the meantime, I wanted to give you guys an update about the Evo. After over 2 years, the car has finally given me its first issue. It's really weird, but a fuel line has a hole in it. And it's not one of the rubber hoses, it's one of the metal hoses has a hole in it. So when I turned on the car, I noticed that there was a really pungent 85 smell, and I pulled out the car from the garage and there's just a puddle, like massive puddle on the floor. So I diagnosed it a little bit, found the hole, changed the oil on it, drained the catch can, and now the car is just sitting until I can get it trailered down to the shop to get it all taken care of and get some other stuff done to the car, like the speed circuit heat shield for the firewall, so I don't burn a hole in my firewall and create a fire. So I figure I'll show you guys the hole. It's gonna be really hard to see on video, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and I'll let you guys see what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so here's the engine bay, and here is the leak. Now I don't know if this is due to E85 corrosion or just too much fuel pressure, but yeah, it's gonna be impossible to see. See right there, underneath that clamp. Yeah, so if you look underneath the clamp, you can see the hose is all torn up right there. And that is where E85 is spewing from. So, gonna have to get that all taken care of and get this thing back on the road. So yeah guys, it's pretty weird. Like I said, don't know if it's 85 corrosion or just too much fuel pressure or what, but I was gonna do all new stainless lines for the whole on fuel system, but don't want to have to get the car retuned. So I'm just gonna have them, I think they're gonna cut that piece out and put a new piece of, why am I blanking out, of, completely blanking out, but they're gonna cut that piece out and replace it with a new piece pretty much. So hopefully that'll work. It'll be more of like a band-aid fix, but it should hold up until I'm ready to get the car retuned for some more things and get a whole new fuel system done to the car. But until then, that'll all have to do. Hopefully that'll fix it. But yeah, it was really weird because the car had been sitting for like maybe a week before, and when I drove it last there was no issues. I went in the car to start it and then issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the Forester and we'll start off the video. Hey everyone, so just leaving the post office right now, dropping off some packages, and now I'm about to go run a few more errands. So I figured I'd make a video just talking about car stuff. If you're watching this video, you probably saw the beginning clip, assuming I put it in there, talking about the Evo, so I don't need to go over that anymore. But yeah, a bit of a bummer that that's weird, really going into gear. But yeah, a bit of a bummer that happened, but at the same time it could have been much worse. So I mean, assuming that is the issue, which it looks like it is, it could have been much worse, and at least the motor is fine, everything like that. It should be a pretty easy fix, just more of an inconvenience if anything. So I don't have to tow the car down to the shop, but luckily a few buddies of mine have a trailer and a big truck, so hopefully they can help me out with that. But like I said, just more of a hiccup. I'm really not complaining considering that car has been at a decent amount of horsepower in the over 2 years I've owned it, and I haven't had one hiccup with it. So really not too bummed out, and I think it could also have to do with the 85 being ran in that car so frequently, maybe eating up some of those lines a little bit and weakening them. So either way, I'll get it all fixed up. I just really didn't want to do the stainless lines because I don't want to deal with the retune. I don't want to put the motor through that much more stress on the dyno again. So yeah, but got the Forester all fixed and running again. If you guys remember, I was having an issue with it completely locking me out of gear a couple weeks ago, and after not having this car for I think close to 3 weeks, it was brutal. I did not realize how much I rely on this car until it's gone, and now that it was gone, I'm like, man, really need the Forester back. So I'm glad that it's all fixed. Ended up being the throwout bearing was the issue. It was completely shot, and yeah, so got that all taken care of. Got the shifter got lots of stuff done to it also, just like my little minor fixes, like the rear diff was leaking, so re-sealed that with some silicone. Some heat shields were cracked and rattling, so re-welded those, and also got the exhaust cut off of the body of the car. The straight pipe was welded to the body of the car for some reason. Cut that off, and it's now on the hangers like it should be, so it does not rattle anymore. So Forester is feeling amazing. Still has the check engine light on though from the catalytic converters, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a defouler or something so that I can get that check engine light to stay off, because it really that just looks so much better when you don't have a check engine light on there. Just having that check engine light just staring at you all the time is kind of it just looks so ugly. But yeah, so the BMW, I swear, like, all my cars are just getting like overhauls recently. So the BMW just got some service done to it, like fluids and stuff like that. But the brakes feel horrible on that car. Now the StopTech Street Pads I've had on there, it's a bummer because they still have some life left on them, but I think I just need to flush the brake system too. But they feel just really bad. They have like no bite anymore, and I can hit ABS way too easily when I'm braking, even just through the canyons. So I have a track event coming up this weekend at Buttonwell on the 30th, so I really want to make sure I have some good pads. So I went and ordered some Hawk DTC 70s for the front and DTC 60s for the rear. That's supposed to be a pretty good track setup. But it's just funny how businesses do things. So I ordered them with, like, you know, a week and a few days in advance to make sure they have enough time to get to me. And the company, Hawk, took 2 days to ship out the pads. And so I complained and said, you know, you guys said you were going to ship them out the same day. What happened? Like, oh, well, we'll go ahead and ship them out with UPS next day, so you can get them. And I said, okay, cool. So then I get the tracking number, and they shipped it with UPS ground, which is scheduled to arrive on the 1st, which would be the Monday after I was tracking, which would do me no good. Because I really want to have the pads for this Buttonwell event. I'm trying to beat my personal best and put down some good times. So after going back and forth with them, they finally agreed to sending out a replacement set next day air. So I got the tracking number, shows it's next day air, but the kicker is that they still haven't even dropped it off at UPS yet, and it's 4 o'clock Pacific time, and I think they're on the East Coast, so it's even later there, so I'm assuming UPS is already closed. So it's just like, can you guys just get your job done? Like, that would be fantastic, because yeah, they're supposed to be here tomorrow, but now I don't know if they will be. So hopefully at least they'll be here by Friday, because I really want those pads for the track. But I also had to get the seat moved on the M3, because I think I've just had a growth spurt, which is really random. But you get these like really random growth spurts where I'll just like grow like a ½ inch or an inch just out of nowhere. But I got on the M3, that's a fixed position bucket seat, and it was just way too close. I felt like I was just crammed up by the steering wheel. So we got that seat moved back, so now I have more room. I also had to move back the seat in the Forester and in the Evo, so I guess I just did get taller. But yeah, the only bummer with the Evos, my one grab of that car is the non-telescoping wheel. Because if I had the telescoping wheel, I could sit even further back and be within comfortable reach of the wheel. But yeah, so just passing by the spot where my mom got into a car accident on Christmas Eve day. Pretty sure I told you guys about that, but I don't really remember. And nutshell, some girl without a driver's license who was like 24, no insurance, and had a DUI on her record, rear-ended my mom going like 45 miles per hour. My mom was able to like stop, and yeah, so her car is, I don't think they're totaling it, but it was in pretty rough shape. She's been driving around a rental and has been going to doctor and stuff for some back and neck pain. So hopefully, it's just been a pain to get that all sorted out, because of the culprits have not been talking to their insurance company. They've been avoiding them, so hopefully they can get that all sorted out soon. But yeah, so aside from, like I said, the Evo, everything is good with that. And the one day I was actually going to make a walk-around video for you guys, I didn't have my jacket with me. It got really cold out of nowhere, so it was just like freezing in the parking lot that I was filming it in. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. And then when I went to film it again and drive the car, I had the oil leak, or the fuel leaking. So soon, guys, soon, I'll get you that video. But yeah, the M3, like I said, once I get the pads done, hopefully that should feel a ton better. And then the Forester is now running the best it ever has. It's funny how the Forester, like once a year, it'll get like a little mini overhaul. yeah, it's just like the Forester gets like a week of just Forester time, of just little overhauls and stuff. So I gotta change the oil on this thing soon though. But other than that, everything's all up to date and looking good. But yeah, just been working out consistently again. Today, this is my 3rd week back to the gym, going every day or only missing one day, but pretty much going consistently. I have my diet back in check. I cut my calories down, so I'm doing like a little mini cut just to lean up a little bit and kind of start back from scratch from there, because I put on a little bit of excess weight that I want to shave before I continue my bulk. But yeah, I started doing an intermittent fasting, so that means I won't eat for a set amount of hours when I wake up. So I've been usually fasting until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, which is really interesting, and it actually fits my schedule better because I'm not a huge breakfast person. I never really have been, and it gives me more time just to work in the morning and then just focus on food later in the day. So I've been really enjoying that. But yeah, I've been doing lots of car-related stuff with my dad recently. So you guys, if you're in SoCal area, will probably be seeing me at a lot more meets and stuff like that. I've been going to lots of exotic meets and cruises and stuff. Just did the Canyon Run at Angela's Crest and the E46, which was pretty fun. But just tons of rock shapes. I mean, the car just got peppered, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to do some touch-up work on that and get that looking all good again. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's all that's really been going on. I have a video that I don't think I've released yet about daily driving the Evo at the power level it's at. I filmed a while ago. Plan on releasing that one, and have a few other videos planned. But gotta start waking up earlier in the day so I can get these videos done, because I was doing pretty well with that, but then I've just been waking up super late recently. So need to get my sleeping schedule back on track, and with school starting again, I haven't had as much free time either for that. So yeah, guys, let me know if you have any questions about any of the cars or what you'd like to see, and I'll keep you guys updated with the Evo. And wish me luck for the track day at Buttonwillow. I ran a 2:11 there last time, which is my very first track day ever, which is pretty slow. But so this time around, I'm shooting for a low 2-minute run, or a sub 2 would be awesome. But I just don't know if I have that in me. We'll see. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of the week. See you guys later.